Frank Jag here from Sensibly Cynical. I'm here with Chanell and who's this guy you brought along?
Shawn.
I just met him.
Hey, it's Shawn, man. I'm the best host in the whole world.
Oh.
In the whole world, I'm the best host.
So Chanell was nice to bring this Shawn guy podcast. So Shawn, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Fuck you, dude.
All right. So Chanell, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I brought this guy. I showed up. I'm still alive. That's all that matters, really.
That's all that matters, really, because I got to tell you.
All right, so what are we talking about today, y'all?
So Chanell was talking about stupid things that make people excited.
Oh yeah. Totally. So Shawn, go start.
All right, so so basically, what do you like to do for fun? You said something about flipping tires.
Yeah, because Frank makes me flip tires because he thinks it's fun.
She loves it.
What kind of tires are we talking about?
The kind that aren't
No,
real
but I mean,
tires.
like, are we talking about like
200 pounds?
Okay, dang, and you
Yeah.
just do that just for it's like
She
a
enjoys
hobby.
it.
We'll call it a hobby. It's working out, and
Oh, okay.
Frank's going, yeah, go the entire time.
All right. So anyway, so when did you start doing this?
3-4 weeks ago, a month ago.
Oh, really? So it's a new thing.
It's new. They just put it in there.
Oh, okay. So, what's the goal with this? Just is it for like mass or like what are you trying to gain? Like
Frank, what are the goals?
So it's a 200-pound tire. So essentially, it's what those faggots over at CrossFit use. So it's for squats. Essentially, it's just a more fun way to do squats. Isn't it more fun than squats?
Yeah, it is. It's louder.
It's louder. Everyone likes noises.
yeah, I know, right? So, Frank, is this something you think I could do?
Nah, yeah, you can do it.
You said no. The first part.
No,
part?
I said yeah.
Yeah. After
Well,
you said
we
no.
met a guy and I made him do it.
Yeah,
So,
we did meet a guy and she made him do it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So, I mean, I guess you could try.
So do you So what else do you do for like working out? Do you
Whatever Frank says.
Okay, so yeah, that's
Basically, yeah.
right. So you trust this juice bag?
No. No, but I feel like there's only so much damage he can do in there. It's all being recorded, so.
Yeah.
It's all being recorded.
Well, that's funny. So I was just wondering.
She does a lot of boxing. She's been trying to work on her punches too.
That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna ask her.
yeah.
Do you follow any like sports? Are you a sports fan? Like, what's your favorite sport?
I don't have a favorite sport. If it can be on TV, I'll watch it.
So
I've actually watched curling, like.
curling.
Yes.
I
No
love
one likes
curling.
curling.
No,
No
I-
one likes it, but I've seen it.
No,
on the
I like
Olympics.
it.
It's like
Oh.
soccer. No
I
one
like
likes
it.
that.
Oh.
I only watch the Olympics though.
Yeah. Okay. So it would just so happen to be on the Olympics because apparently it's a sport.
No.
And
Yeah, I watch the Olympics, sweeping and all that stuff. So, but it's actually, I think it's entertaining because it's actually, cerebral and you got to actually think, Frank. It's a sport that you actually got to think instead of, So, and plus.
Lots of sports you should think it while doing.
Yeah, but
If
can
you're
you
not
do, can you
thinking-
do curling?
You push it and then you sweep
No,
other things away.
it's-
It's
No,
like
There's
putting on a
angles,
putting
it's
green.
math.
It's like
push
putting
it,
on a putting green.
but you just push it, and then the whole
Right,
sweeping
and you
thing
sweep
is
it.
somebody else's problem. So
Right.
technically, it's like push, and then they do it.
So it's kind of like, if you think about it, it's very similar to the idea of putting on a putting green during golf, right?
Mentally, it's like bowling for me. After it leaves your hand, it's somebody else's problem.
Yeah, that's funny. So,
Like when you throw the ball and it ends up in the other lane and
Yeah,
you're not allowed there anymore?
No, okay, so I actually bowled in someone else's lane once.
really? How?
Yeah.
Explain what, so what happened?
So I went to get the ball, and
Right.
somebody distracted me, so I spun around, and I just went to the lane and threw it, and by the time I turned around, there were these random people staring at me. But the thing is, they were really good bowlers, so I just fucked up somebody's score.
So you threw it down their lane. And
Yeah. And it hit,
It was
like you didn't
intentional?
throw it over. You didn't throw
No,
it.
like I was standing there in their lane, and I just bowled it.
Oh.
So how drunk does one have to be
I was completely sober. I
to
was a
get it
teenager.
from their
Oh,
ball
hold on.
court
She was
to
a
walk
teenager.
over?
Yeah, I was a
She was a
I
teenager,
completely
so
sober.
that's the shit that sometimes you do when you're a teenager. You just fuck around.
But it was
She was
like
an
totally,
accident.
it was totally an accident on purpose, slightly. Like I was just like, okay, a lane, toss it, and that's what happened. That's why they shouldn't let people be so close together when bowling.
Oh, you think the lanes are too close?
Yes, if someone can spin me around and I can just go straight to another, like somebody else's lane where it's all set up, Yeah, we're all too close.
But I feel like they're...
Wait, hold on. Someone spun you around?
Yeah, somebody distracted me, so I spun around, and then I was just like, Lane, go.
But I feel like there's plenty of room, though. Like, if you actually know
feel
what
like
you're doing.
I feel like you played a different version of bowling than I'm used to.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. I'm not a good bowler.
But I bowl quite a bit, and I never spun around in circles and then went into
Somebody was telling me something, and they were turning me.
Bad advice.
Oh.
There you go. The truth comes out.
So they were talking to me about something, and I ended up doing a complete, like, spin.
The truth
and
comes
the
out.
First lane that was there was just the one that I tossed it down, because it had the pins already up. Whatever.
That makes sense, I guess.
I mean, they paid for their game. I paid for my game, like...
Did they say anything, or they just ignored
No, they
it?
just stared at me. It was kind of awkward bowling next to them after that.
I can see that.
Yeah.
So, let's say you're at a... So, do you go to a lot of, like, bars?
No, I have.
You don't go to bars?
Ones. I have specific ones that I go to, and they're like downtown. And
Okay,
I don't
so
go by myself.
Do you like the downtown scene?
It's just
Or is it boring? You think it's boring, downtown Pensacola?
all of it's boring, but but I just go down there because I feel like more people are going to be there that I actually know, or the people that I'm going with are going to be more willing to go up in downtown.
So you said that you're from Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
So what's the main? I mean, I'm sure there's lots of differences, but if you had to pick one what's the main difference between the Panhandle and like Atlanta?
Really?
No, like I said the main difference. I said did you not hear how I prefaced it?
Well, there's one really big difference.
I mean, I'm talking about like socially and
city?
like economically and
It's more diverse.
Frank, if you would let me finish.
Well, sales tax is less when you're in.
If you would let me finish.
People are always in a rush to be places. Like here, it's more slow paced. I bet, yeah. So
This is the Redneck Riviera. That's Atlanta.
It really is, yeah.
It's literally called the Redneck Riviera.
Yeah.
And that's
Panhandle.
Atlanta. Like, what do you
Gulf
mean? Like,
Coast.
everything's different.
Basically, but he was like one main thing, so I was trying to narrow it down.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying because like I feel like Atlanta. I haven't been, but I feel like they have so much stuff to do.
Clearly.
Like so much stuff to do. Like for anything. Like in Pensacola.
Yeah.
There's.
Wait, I thought you said you were a fan of the Underground Mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was there when I was like 12 or 13 or
so
something.
Thanks, Frank. Gosh.
What's wrong with the Underground Mall?
No, nothing.
You
You,
like
just
I've
said you
never
did.
been there.
You said you
Oh,
never been to the
well,
Underground
no,
Mall.
I
You're
meant
very
like,
confused.
no.
You're very
No,
confused.
hold on.
I mean,
Hold on.
I've heard of
Frank,
I've never
conflicted,
yeah,
but your memories are conflicted.
Frank.
Did you smoke some of that green stuff before you got on here?
God, you guys not letting me specify.
Specify what?
You kind of.
I was there, but for like one day, I didn't actually get to experience the city. Like all it has to offer is what I meant.
But
Well,
you
you
literally said I've never been there.
I mean, it's a big city, so I mean, you're never gonna
Yeah,
experience
you
everything,
know,
no matter
yeah.
how many times you go.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be something you don't see.
Man, you guys know what I meant.
No, no one knew.
No, but
You also don't know the difference between Atlanta and the Panhandle,
fuck
bro.
Fuck
Like-
you, dude. Yeah, I do. Whoa, bro.
I'm very confused.
Don't be breaking.
It's like that's
shit.
like saying what's the difference between this
Fuck you.
cornfield?
I was trying to make conversation because apparently your ass isn't good at.
I'm just trying to figure out. It's like saying what's the difference between this cornfield and
Frank, I'm trying to make
And,
conversation. How are you doing with this podcast?
I'm just saying I just don't understand.
I'm talking about.
I
I,
just
was just
feel
trying to make
lied to.
conversation about the difference between her hometown and where she's at now. It's not that hard of a question, Frank.
Oh, well, I mean, you just kind of lied to me, though. You said you've never been there, but then you have been there. But then you were only there for
I
a
was
day.
like, yeah, I was. I was only there, so that doesn't really like count
Oh,
because I wasn't really like there.
I didn't know that's how that works.
No, I was there, but I
I've
wasn't.
never been to St. Louis like ever.
Man, I was there, but I don't consider just being there for like one day really, really like experiencing the city is what I meant.
Oh, okay.
The guy that went to the moon, he was only there for
Like it was
one day, so
literally
I don't
just
think
a
he was
pit
really there
stop.
ever.
Like it was literally
Oh.
just like we're driving through.
Well, if
But
that's
we were
the case,
there-
I've
we were
never
there
been
for-
the majority of the places.
Well, we were there for probably like 4 or 5 hours.
Lance Armstrong was only on the moon for a day, so technically he never was there.
But he was there.
I was
It was a
there,
pit stop on his way.
but
back
it
to
was
Earth.
like a prolonged pit stop.
Oh, I guess that's really how he felt when he was on the moon. Like, it was just a pit stop on the way back to Earth. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's okay. We forgive you.
So
she forgives you.
So what else do you guys want to talk about? Frank, you actually want to make some, actually say something productive on this show?
Mr. I don't know if I was in Atlanta or not. Wants me to be productive. So how do you feel about boxing?
I actually like it. I feel like I need to be able to punch harder.
Well, that comes with working the core.
That comes
and
with
shoulders.
Punching harder. Like, I need to punch.
Yeah,
people.
but I mean, boxing is all shoulder muscles and core.
Well, yeah, but still, punching people, aka you, is the end goal. Just like waiting on my hand to slip the wrong way.
Well, I mean, you're female and it's me, so that's a normal feeling women have.
But it's still being recorded though, so I feel like I have to catch you outside. Like here.
Oh man.
In your house.
Dang, that's a weird place to get punched.
I mean, at least you know where everything is. You'll be able to recover.
That is true. I do know where.
Have you ever seen it on TV? Ever seen a boxing match on TV?
Yeah.
So what do you what do you think about like the current boxers? Do you know any like Floyd Mayweather? You ever see Floyd Mayweather fight on TV?
I mean, I've seen like the highlights of it, but
and he
can't read.
No, he runs. So
he
kind
can't
of
read. Yeah, he's got a point. He can't read.
He kind of runs away though. Like when he boxes, he'll go in and then he'll try to
I would
back out.
Back too. Like, hey, you come to me so I can knock you out.
It's the Philly shuffle. He does the one arm thing,
and then he runs.
Well, yeah, he does it
and that's what he's been doing for over a decade.
He's quick and he can move.
But he gets paid for it, and he doesn't have to read about it.
That's why they don't call him the greatest of all time, and they call him Money Mayweather.
Yeah.
Because he wants money. That's what they said when 50 Cent was like, dude, I hung out with this dude and we ain't boys no more, and I just want to tell the world, like, this dude can't read. Mm. And the dude was like, yeah, but I got these 2 checks for $15 million.
There's some good young boxers out there though. Like, there's some good young boxers, but
there aren't.
You don't think so?
Nah,
you don't even watch, so how do you know?
Because boxing isn't boxing was a nice sport before MMA and before the UFC.
So with Tyson and Holyfield and
because those are real fighters. Like Tyson said, I go out there to kill somebody, and I don't understand what Floyd Mayweather does. Now those killers, those instinct killers, go to UFC to fight because there's less rules.
No, I agree. I mean, that's why MMA's really caught on. I mean, you got like 3 different main kind of federations. If I guess that's the word to use. You got, what is it? Everyone knows UFC, and then you got Bellator, and then you got my buddies. I have a friend that's in the PFL. So you're right. I mean, but then the thing about boxing is you have guys that own like 4 different like belts in the same weight class. You got the WBO and a couple other. Like there's one guy, Frank, that he literally owned like 5 belts at one time.
My point of the matter is it's an easier sport.
Yeah. It's
an easier sport because you have so many guidelines.
And there's not as many.
You can't trip. You can't choke.
There's not as many elite boxers as there are MMA fighters right now. Like in my opinion, but maybe I'm wrong.
It's like soccer. People of talent don't go to boxing; they go to MMA now.
That's my point. That's why one guy can hold 5 belts in boxing because there's not a lot of competition.
The goal is to get Chanell to that point so she can compete.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So can I get like a belt or something?
Like get a belt?
Yeah. I just want to stand there cool with a belt.
Well, I'm sure you can buy one online.
That takes all the fun.
Man, I don't know, man. You gotta see this girl.
I'm sure there's belts you can buy online.
You gotta see this girl. I bet she doesn't. She works on her punches and her stances a little bit better. I bet we can get her in a ring with a chick and she can knock him out pretty quick.
Probably, I hope so. I want to get paid for it. Can we film it?
Let's broadcast it on our YouTube channel, on our Tubby YouTube channel that has like 2 followers. Wow. We could put that on.
We have a YouTube channel. Anyway,
I'm gonna go viral.
that we haven't really used. Yeah, I didn't
even know we had one.
I made one. Like I make everything else with this show.
But yeah, so anyway,
how hard did you work on it?
Took me like 5 minutes.
So anyway,
hold on.
That feeling.
Hold on.
Anyway.
Yeah, Frank, you don't do shit. Everyone knows that you don't do shit when it comes to this show.
I know you continually say that. So anyway, yeah. So yeah, I've even been training her how to take a hit. I dropped 10 pounds on her at one point.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. on my
Wow.
face and on my legs. So yeah.
I don't remember dropping it on her face.
Well, because you threw it on top, and I tried to. My hand just smacked right outside my head. So yeah.
In my defense, I was throwing it to the hands in front of her face that didn't catch it.
No, that's not how that went. It went up too high, and you know it did. So either way it goes, I can take a punch.
There we go. We got her ready to take a shot. She's getting ready for a shot. Take a shot.
So do you have any, Frank? Do you have any other topics like in the news, or do you want to have any other sport that you think that I would suck at?
What?
Yeah, you keep saying that. Well, you think if there's any sports that you think you could own me at, is what I'm saying. Besides,
Did I say that?
well, no,
I
you
didn't know
said
you were
you said
doing
arm wrestling. Arm wrestling's a sport, right?
We didn't say that.
And
in the
no,
podcast.
you're saying it off air that you beat me in arm wrestling, which you
I
did.
did.
I said, what else do you think you could beat me at?
Breathing.
Yeah, breathing. That's not a sport. I'm talking about a sport. I could kick your ass in football.
We should
I
make
don't think
breathing
so.
a real sport, though.
I don't think so.
Like I did an Odell
Okay.
Beckham at the bar with
Okay.
a mini football.
So this is so
With a mini
so,
football?
so let's talk about
Yeah,
this.
I had
So
a
let's
random
talk about
chick.
this.
I had a random
So let's
chick
talk
throw
about
us
this. It was
throw me a
actually this
football.
football. Actually, so what happened was I had been drinking for 4 hours, watching the
Wow.
Mardi Gras parades, and Shawn showed up sober, and we went to a bar. There was nobody there, and we had this football. Shawn decided he could beat me in
I
football.
was hitting on some chick.
in the middle of a bar called Wild Greg's.
Hitting on some
I've
chick.
been there, yeah.
Yeah, hitting on some chick.
So now we're running routes in Wild Greg's in the middle of the dance floor,
You guys gotta work on your life.
Like passing,
And-
route.
and
How
this-
big is this?
and this girl, that
was failing.
And
Well,
this
no, I
girl-
got her number.
this random girl that
And
Shawn was
that's all.
talking to.
No, we hung out once.
Anyway, this random girl Shawn was talking to, we decided was going to throw passes. Well, I covered Shawn, and he was like, "Well, look at me! Odell Beckham, I one-handed caught the ball.
I did, and I.
If
The
anyone
ball is about the size. The ball is literally smaller than my hand.
Yeah, but I still
I
owned
have
you.
seen grapefruits bigger than this ball.
I still owned you though.
but because you made a one-handed catch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I juked you though. That's
No,
the
you
point.
didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You were behind me.
No, I owned you though.
You were
and
behind
everyone
me.
everyone like, and then
I
I
was-
had besides the chick, and then I had a guy, and then I had a random guy that I just said, hey, throw me the ball, and I owned you again, twice in a row.
But this was.
But
But we're talking
I
about-
still owned you.
We're talking about football. I was drunk, and we were in the middle of a nightclub. Like, I mean, this
Yeah, like
wasn't
no
a-
one. No,
this
that was
wasn't one
it
of
was
those
empty.
So official just by
It was
the
empty.
description alone. Like John should have won the Super Bowl or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you said you're better at football than me. It wasn't like we were on the field. We're both sober. I was
Oh, I
actually
mean, I
barefoot
still-
because
we were
I
basically playing
And-
softball at this point. If you can actually.
we were playing. I was barefoot because I was wearing sandals, drunk in a nightclub.
You weren't
You're-
drunk.
They say no.
Thank
shoes,
You were
no shirt,
buzzed
no
at
service,
most.
Right?
What?
Thank you,
They say no shoes, no shirt,
Guys-
no service.
guys. I want to let
But
you
no
know.
one was there. It was empty. They didn't
Guys,
fit.
I want you to know. If I'm barefoot drunk in a bar, Shawn might be able to beat me in football.
No, I'd beat you in football regardless.
With
Anytime,
the
any
size
place.
with the size of football, the size of my hand.
I mean, still beat you.
They make bananas bigger.
You just don't want to admit that I beat you in something.
I said you beat me. I'm not contesting you beat me. I'm just saying it's not a good representation of the sport of football.
Like, you really should not tell me about your victories if they involve a ball this time.
Yeah, but I thought it'd be funny.
But you said you
Well,
Odell
yeah.
Beckham did. Like, I mean, everyone can
No,
Odell Beckham
one
it.
magic.
Like, I mean, look. Woo!
Yeah, but it was over your head though. It was over his head though. Like it was the way I caught it.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting this part.
Alright,
It was the way- it was
one
the way-
second. Let's
hold
chill
on.
out, chill out.
You can't- this isn't- this
no,
is-
so let him
This
know.
isn't a video
is
podcast, so I wish you guys could see this, but it's a little miniature football that I completely owned Frank in at a bar.
A grapefruit, but like make it smaller and then
Make
put
it
it in
foam.
your hand and make it foam and picture a football, and then you have this ball, but painted in Mardi Gras colors. So
Yeah,
this
it's
is
true.
a very vivid description.
It's true.
I hope this helps. Just know that Odell Beckham did not approve.
That's funny, but it was a good time though. So.
It was a good time. You did get that
It
girl's
was a
number.
good, yeah. We hung
So
out
why'd
once,
you,
literally.
Like, why is it not a thing anymore?
I don't know.
Did she sober up and realize? that
No,
you guys
we
were-
had coffee. We had coffee that next week, and it just the vibe wasn't. For some reason, the vibe wasn't there. I don't know. It was probably my fault, but
Coffee isn't very good.
Who knows?
I never had coffee.
Plus, she lived a little farther away for me. She lived like near Perdido, and I didn't really want to go that far.
You guys
so it kind of really didn't help
until
that.
it actually becomes worth something.
Well,
you don't always have to be like, "Hey, girl, I know you live far, so this isn't gonna work."
It lasted for a little bit, but and
it
faded.
Didn't last at all. She was probably a booty call, and then he realized he had to drive too far out to see her.
Yeah.
So Chanell, me and Shawn aren't the greatest at dating. Do you have any advice for us on how to be nicer to women? Or
Frank, you're just not gonna.
Oh, you're just a lost cause. You're lost cause, bro.
I'm telling you,
I'm a lost cause too. Well, not really.
Oh my gosh, I'd love to meet a woman that loves him. That's like just like.
Whoa! This is the scoop
I want to see this.
On Sensibly Cynical. Frank's getting roasted.
Oh. It's not even a roast. I just really want to see it. Like, I'm curious. Shawn, I don't know what you're like around women, but I feel like if you had to Odell Beckham miniature football to get a girl's
But I was just messing. No, I already had it. I think I already had it by then.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty positive.
Yeah. She was.
Yeah, I had it, and then I
think she was so grossed out because we got her attention because I was showing Shawn my nipple rings for some reason. And then she caught her eye, and I think she was so disgusted by me.
If you guys should see the expression on Chanell's face.
Shawn looked that much better.
Okay.
Shawn looked that much better.
Wow.
Yeah, I had nothing to go, but I couldn't get any worse than what his impression was.
Wow. Okay. You should probably try and meet girls while sober.
He was sober.
No, like, was she sober too?
Actually, I don't know.
Yeah,
she was there. She was there for a while. She was there for a while.
I feel like you should meet people when
she was kind of weird though, but that's no, she was. She was.
You called someone weird.
No, she was. She was kind of weird.
How?
I don't know. She's kind of like.
You called someone weird.
She was kind of like quiet, like super quiet, like socially awkward, which you know.
Okay. Socially awkward.
But.
Wait, hon. You're a social butterfly. Did I ever tell you?
Man, but you saw her. She was kind of like quiet in the corner, and like I had to like it was like
Maybe
pulling teeth. It was like pulling teeth to get anything out of her.
So that should have been a sign there.
I mean, she was a girl in a bar by herself trying to drink, and a guy comes up to her. I could see why she wasn't Barney.
But I mean, it is what it is, and it was what it was.
So it's over.
Well, I mean, this was like a lot. This was like, when was this? This was like a long time ago. But, anyways, Frank, do you have anything else on your mind?
Sure. So Chanell, what's your favorite workout?
It's a tie. Wait, oh no, I like that wheel thing now that we do because I feel like you said.
Oh, the wheel thing, yes. So we did this ab workout with one wheel.
It's like a unicycle, but you have your hands on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did it, and we did it with our hands. The leg one was okay. That was okay. I did it with my hands. I did 4 sets of 5. I was sore for a week. I was sore for a week. It was awful.
It's actually horrible.
It's great.
But.
So the thing about working out is, it's fun. But you don't get results unless you do a diet with it. But which I don't do.
Or you recommend protein powder?
No.
Or something?
Why would someone do that?
Well, I don't know to enhance
all that does is put mass on you.
Yeah. So you don't is your answer.
Right.
Or what about any pre-workout smoothies or shakes or nothing?
Nope, that'll just give you a heart attack and you'll never sleep again.
No, so you don't believe in all the pre and post game stuff?
Nope, not at all. What I believe in is you just got to eat cleaner. I don't do well. I'm allergic to wheat. I don't do very well with that because I get bored. Because things aren't as flavorful. I feel like without bread.
And you're allergic.
And I'm allergic. Yeah,
it's like the ultimate temptation.
The ultimate temptation. Like
yeah.
Everybody else can have it.
Like I now feel. We
talked about that last time.
I think I now understand how meth heads feel about meth. I feel like that's pretty close to how I feel about bread.
That's funny.
Okay.
That's funny.
I can kind of see that. But one of them you don't have to worry about being arrested for.
That is true. That is true. You
So
don't.
there's that.
You don't have to be allergic. But every time anyone offers it to me, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna feel crappy later, but it's worth it.
It's not.
It's worth it.
It's not.
So how long are these workouts? Like each
like
time?
An hour and a half. It depends.
Mhm.
Okay, so just it go. So what's the shortest workout y'all have done?
An hour.
An hour.
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
they're all
Yeah,
consistent
yeah.
then.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, it's consistent length.
And
He won't let me leave.
and if Chanel tells you,
You're trapped.
if Chanel tell you,
Quotation marks trapped.
if Chanel tell you, it's better with 30 pounds on your back though.
It's really not, because you put on the vest and the vest's alright. But Frank looks at the vest and realizes that it doesn't weigh enough visually, so he'll start putting more weights on it. On me, and the vest slides off. So I'm
Wow.
like wailing an extra 30 pounds just flopping over.
30 to 40.
So do you guys
it goes up to 40.
So Frank, would you compare this to like, is this like CrossFit type stuff? So get a picture
He feels
for.
offended.
So no, so
Do I
our
look
listeners.
gay to you?
So no,
You think
so
I'm
our
a
listeners.
homosexual.
No,
I
I'm
know you brought me
trying
the
to
stupid,
no,
truly
Frank,
naked sparkling
Frank,
water.
I'm trying to
but I'm not
describe.
gay.
I'm trying to describe the workouts for our audience. What kind of workout?
No.
Like, if we have to compare this workout, is this some unique bullshit that you made up?
It's off of the fly, depending on what equipment and what weights we feel like using. You can look all this stuff up on YouTube, but just
Okay.
don't do basic stuff. Like it's boring.
So you guys
Yeah.
do squats sometimes.
Basically, we do a lot of the stuff that I've through my life have used working out for fun, and we do it based on what body part Chanel wants to work.
Yeah. Some days I'm like, I want to work out my arms, and Frank's like, we're gonna work out your arms, but first we're gonna put an additional 40 pounds on you, and then I want you to jump